Not much more left, chat.
Nope. And I think, I didn't double check, but I think we got all of the key bearers and the lore modules throughout the game. Feel free to point out in the comments if I did miss any of them. I'm not going to go back and get them, but you can feel free to tell me. I always turn the wrong way when I get up here.
And that's all the energy tanks.
It is.
Delicious full energy.
Asshole. Hey, blow up.
Should have super missiled him.
I really don't know why I'm so stingy with using missiles when we've got 245 of them.
Look at him.
It's not like we're ever going to run out. The beam ammo is one thing, since you can run out of that a lot quicker with the beam combos and stuff. Yeah, I just stood on that hive. What of it?
I'm not even going to comment on it. I think your head's getting too big, honestly.
Idiot.
Ha.
One of the nice things the Annihilator Beam does have is a very rapid shot that you can do like that. So you can get a lot of DPS that way. Alright. Nope, that's not right. Yep. And then this one. Yeah, I got it right. Here's our beam ammo expansion.
Huzzah!
And conveniently enough, the last, well, not the last few, but definitely a few more of the last items are right over here. I somehow dodged the Metroid by screwing up my inputs. The failure became the win.
Oh yes, what the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, the Dark Metroids are destroying all the pirates that were left behind in the Dark World.
Serves them right, honestly.
This is another area with the Dark Visor platforms that you're meant to use to jump across, but again, why would you do that?
Exactly.
Especially when you can immediately kill the Metroids with the screw attack. And this is one of the few keys that we're heading to now that quote-unquote requires the light suit, because you can get this without it. But this area is filled with the Ingstorm, the stuff that corrodes even the dark suit.
Right.
However, there are very, very small areas where the Ingstorm is not active that you can get through here while only having the dark suit. I'm not good enough for that, but it exists. And we came over here to see the key bearer that was here. Oh, the stuff's in the way. The trees are in the way.
Damn you.
Alright, one key left. This room is the Ing Reliquary, and it is one of the worst spots to get an important item in the randomizer because it's a long way away and it requires the light suit to get through safely. So if you get something important here, then you got a pretty bad seed.
Might as well reset at that point.
I have done at least one run of the randomizer for this game on the HFC channels, so feel free to check those out, shill.
And the Metroid Prime Remastered run that I was the runner for, and that's why I've decided that Spar will run 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm. The Metroid gets in the way of the grapple, so that's why I decided to kill it. They also very conveniently put something here that you can jump on in the Dark World. So you could do the same thing there.
Aren't these game designers wonderful?
I don't think they really expected people to use them that way, but it is nice that it's there. Alright, so now I actually need to get, like, over here in this area. Going through the Great Temple is sort of faster, but then we've got elevator cutscenes, so let's take the slightly longer way around so we're actually moving around and doing stuff. Not that it really makes that much difference. This is probably the worst part of the routing that I did, is just this last bit here where I've got to get to the other side of Temple Grounds, because there just wasn't a good way to do it.
Sometimes the best laid plans, etc., etc. I am out of commentary now.
It's not even that far away, because, I mean, we're almost a couple rooms away from where I wanted to be anyway, so maybe this was way faster than going up to Great Temple anyway. Because I think one of the elevator cutscenes would have taken, like, half of the time it's taken me to get here.
Yeah.
We should be expecting the 100% item pickup on my next item if I have actually gotten everything correctly.
Very exciting. And may God help you if it doesn't pop up.
Well, according to my math, I've done everything correctly. Boy, I hope I'm good at math. Let's get rid of these hunters.
There it is.
There it is, the last thing. Of course it's a missile expansion. Boop, bop, bam. Yay!
Based.
And for whatever reason, the keys don't count towards the item completion.
Maybe because they're mandatory?
Possibly. They're just not counted as part of the percentage for the item completion. Gotta pop over here and grab one more key. This is actually the Dark World area of where Samus's ship is at.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Had to make the last one a little bit special.
Hell yes. Use them at the temple to gain entry.
Alright, yeah, you guys have your party. It's going to be over pretty soon.
Been saying that for a while now, Spar.
I know. I don't have much else to leave them behind to.
Hashtag Ing is over, party.
Partying is over.
Oh my god. Is that necessary?
It's just a little bit faster and easier. Alright, so this is the Sky Temple Gateway, and each of these things would have given us a hint as to where the key would be located. And this is the very last of our keybearer lores.
Let's have a read. Soon I shall pass to final rest. My key is in place. Through my spiritual link to the others, I know where their bodies lie. I shall leave this knowledge that their last location in the light world can be known. May this knowledge lead our warriors to the Sky Temple keys, hidden in creatures invisible to naked eyes. The time draws near. Hear the words of Aether, she they call champion of Aether. Know that my warriors fought and died with uncommon valor. Do not look unkindly upon their failure, for they died to save us all.
So we actually read about Akul, or Akul, however it's pronounced, in some of the other Keybearer lores, but she was the only one that actually made it here to the gateway with the key. So there was actually 10 keys, but since she returned one, we only had 9 to find. And you might be thinking, Spar, you didn't refill your ammo before going in. Yeah, I don't care. I'm good.
Not gonna matter in the long run.
Not particularly. I might run out of light ammo at some point during the one of the bosses, but they have refills. It's okay. By the way, this particular light beam is actually active even if you don't have the light suit. It just acts more like a normal elevator than anything else. In fact, the game even treats it like an elevator. This is actually an upside-down copy of the big room that's in the Great Temple. There's the energy we're after. Huh. Nom nom nom.
Gross.
Well then.
Let's do what we came here to do, Spar.
Why would you put a save station here? This is literally the stupidest thing that they could put here. It's not like any of the Luminoth ever got here to put it.
Whatever, it's fine.
Alright. Make our way across. Make our way up. And this room right here is why Screw Attack is one of the few hard required items to finish the game, even in randomizers and such.
There it is.
There it is indeed.
Lots of phazon too.
Oh yeah, I mean, makes sense. This is basically the heart of where the Leviathan seed would have hit if it still had a physical form.
Alright, you, wherever you're hiding, come out.
There he is. Oh my god, it's ugly. This is... Come on. The Emperor Ing.
Hell yeah. How do you feel about this dude compared to the Metroid Prime?
Way, way better.
What, in terms of design, in terms of gameplay?
Gameplay. Design is pretty whatever, but definitely in terms of gameplay, I hate the Metroid Prime fights.
Fair enough. Eliminate them to weaken their defenses.
Yep. So we got to use the light beam to take out the tentacles here. And then this thing opens up, which we can, if we're good enough, rapid fire with the Annihilator and get it down in one cycle.
Wow. I'm going to need you to take a cooler form.
Excuse me while I take damage while scanning this thing.
Emperor Ing Chrysalis. Regenerating Ing Ruler. Target's regen shell is magnetically charged. 11 weak points have been detected. Target them with concussive blast to shatter the regen shell.
Oh god. Alright. So you gotta sit on the spot where the things come out and then use either bombs or power bombs to destroy them.
Right.
Unfortunately, the inglets that are wandering around kind of get in the way.
When will they learn?
They are quite the nuisance, though. I'll give them that much. Nice. Powerbomb took out that one as well. Could y'all stop? Jesus.
It's making up for the first phase being a cakewalk.
That was more me than the boss. To toot my own horn. See if we can get both of these. Powerbomb. Yep.
Oh, poo gas. Critical levels.
I literally can't see. I'm exploding. I do like how Emperor Aang Phase 3 is basically not an entire copy, but very close to what the Metroid Prime itself looked like, though.
I love his design. Mutated Emperor Ing. Altered ruler of the Ing Horde. Further phazon mutation. Well, phazon, so there we go. Let's see. The creature seems to be only able to take damage when its heart is light or dark. Find a way to change the heart to one of these colors.
So it's actually, the heart is inside the mouth there. And if we wait for it to open, and sit still for a second, the super missile didn't work. There we go. So now that its mouth, or heart rather, has turned purple, I could damage it with the light beam. A little bit of an annoying target to hit, but it's still better than what the Metroid Prime was like.
Well, the Metroid Prime fight, which I still enjoy, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of waiting.
Yeah, there's a lot of waiting, and the target that you're trying to hit is extremely small, a lot smaller than this one, and moving around way more.
I do like how its front horns basically make a crown shape.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I don't actually recommend using any of the beam combos against him, because I don't think they really reach into the heart on the inside, unfortunately. Nice. Kind of surprised that hit.
Watch out for the phazon.
Ah, the phazon's not a big deal. Getting frozen is a bit, though. He actually has a very small opening on his back where you can hit the heart from his backside, but he basically never leaves it open long enough to do anything with anyway. Done. That was so much better than my practice run, it's not even funny. That was literally half as long as the practice run took.
Full fight as well.
Oh yeah. There is a special thing I didn't get to mention during the fight. In the GameCube version, the spot around the bottom of the Emperor Ing 3's feet is vulnerable to the screw attack. And the thinking behind it is that there was planned to be some kind of armor that had to be broken to make him vulnerable or to stun him in some way. But they left the vulnerability there. So, again, if you go back to the HFC All-Stars run, you can see me use the screw attack to take out the Emperor Ing much faster.
Nice. I also enjoy Samus just taking the energy like raw this time.
Well, it's not like it really had the mechanism there. All we really need is the energy transfer module.
If I die, raise up a platform.
Yes, our escape sequence.
Gotta have it. Some traditions are good.
Fortunately, I feel like you're given plenty of time for this one.
Now you might be thinking, that's a lot of time to get out of this very small area. Well, my friends, it ain't over until it's over.
Oh no. It's a good thing that the Emperor Ing is such a cool fight because I'm going to be honest, this one ain't.
I think it's cool.
It's cool. It's just, it's one of those things that from a mechanical perspective, especially if someone that has done, not necessarily speed runs in my case, but definitely lots of randomizers, you just start to realize how slow and boring it is by comparison. Still really cool spectacle though, and spectacle is what matters a lot of the time. Anyway, yeah, we still gotta deal with Dark Samus.
Oh man. Even got a voice now. Well, I had a voice before, but it was mostly laughing.
Oh yeah. I love that shot of the two raising their beams at each other.
Don't even need words anymore.
Can't do anything to her right now, she's invulnerable.
It's like a hyper beam.
See, did you go to the Dark Beam or the Echo Visor? You went to the Echo Visor. I said Dark Beam instead of Dark Visor, but that's okay.
That's okay, we will fire the dark visors at her.
Okay. So, this is actually a separate scan. I didn't scan the first one, but this is actually Dark Samus 4 now.
Unstable phazon energy form. Target can generate shield immune to all forms of attack except phazon energy. Draw an expelled phazon for use as a weapon.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't really have the phazon beam like we did in Prime 1.
There's still a parallel though.
And she goes right back. This is what I'm talking about. You just get into this loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it, but in terms of spectacle, this is extremely iconic.
Oh, yeah. No, of course. This is another fight where you can use the screw attack, though, because she is vulnerable to it. And you can actually skip this particular phase if you do enough damage early on. Once again, if you fire a missile and she uses the reflector shield that she has, she'll stay in place long enough to get hit with the screw attack. And that's how the speedrunners and such do enough damage to get through quickly. I think one more phazon shot ought to do it. The phazon missile that she uses is pretty easy to dodge. You just jump to the side, really. And boop, there we go.
All I wanted was to be a real Samus.
I love the shot, though, where Samus is still kind of scared. Because, man, she doesn't know what to expect here.
Really?
Probably my favorite shot in the game coming up, though. Must take power.
Eye on the hand.
I love that shot right there.
If it wasn't such a spoiler, I'd use it as the thumbnail.
Yeah, I know. It's even got the right composition for the way Flame does the thumbnails. That one right there might be good with the Ing behind Samus.
Uh-huh.
Or just any of these close-ups. But anyway, that's it. And pretty fortunate that this phazon blew up to open this portal because we had no other way out. Scan visor in third person.
Hell yeah, baby.
Now you might remember back in the Hall of Honor Dead where we picked up the Seeker Missile, there was a portal active up on a ledge that we couldn't get to. That's actually where this portal connects to. And if you use hacking to be able to jump up to that portal, it's actually not active. It's just kind of set dressing.
Oh my god.
That is the entirety of Dark Aether collapsing on itself, and it's gone now.
Well, rip to anyone who had holiday plans, though.
Not exactly a great holiday destination. Oh yeah, I guess we gotta give the energy of the light suit back.
Oh.
I'm just gonna periodically press a button on my Wii remote so that it doesn't go to sleep during the cutscenes.
But they're so tall compared to Samus, who is already pretty tall.
Yeah, isn't she like 6'3"? Did we look that up earlier?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and they're like way taller than her.
Ah, I love Lumos.
This is also probably my second favorite shot. Right there. Yeah, that's good.
See ya. And no, not even the edit could spoil it.
Alright, so this is the 75% items ending, where she takes off the Varia suit and we see the Zero suit in 3D. Very slow pan up.
She looks different in every game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, that's not the best Samus model I've ever seen.
Gotta say, the one in Prime 4 is pretty great. Ideal, even.
Alright, well, we out of this bitch.
That was just another Tuesday for Samus.
Kinda, yeah.
Off I go to fly in a ship shaped like my head.
And scene. So that was Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. We've talked about it a whole bunch, but thoughts on the game, Tom?
I love it. It's one of my favorite sequels. In some areas, you could describe it as a little bit rough around the edges. Mostly the ammo system isn't necessary for a Metroid game. I will say, no, it's not necessary, but I enjoyed having to balance stuff for a change instead of being so gung-ho. It kind of all gels together with the... Aether is a much more dangerous place than Talon 4, and you kind of have to struggle a little bit more to survive, especially in the early hours of Prime 2. But the story is great. I love just the areas, even if they are less eclectic, I guess, than Prime 1. I feel they use the dark tones very effectively throughout the game, and just a great ending, all in all.
Like I said, one of my favorite games of all time. It's in my top 10. You can actually check my Bluesky, because I posted the 9 games that you would play to get to know me, and this was on there. But yeah, it's just, from start to finish, just really good. I think they actually did this within a year of the first Prime releasing, so it was pretty rushed, which is why it seems like a lot of stuff is, you know, a bit odd, like some of the item positions are just sort of thrown in there, why there's barely any items in the Ing Hive specifically.
Exactly, and also there was multiplayer to consider on top of it.
Yeah, that's right, there was a multiplayer, which is included in the trilogy version. Sadly, no online play, which is a bit of a loss, but I mean, that would have been way tougher for them to get working, especially back on the Wii. Like Tom said, the areas in Prime 1 sort of felt like they were hitting tropes.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, but I like the areas in this game because they feel a bit different. They feel like they were part of this world that got ravaged, and that's exactly the tone that they were going for. And I also agree that while the beam ammo system is maybe sort of a tack-on that was unnecessary, I think it does add a lot to it in terms of how you go about it. Me having played through this game dozens of times, it doesn't cause a problem for me.
Yeah.
Because I know pretty much what I'm doing anywhere. The only times that I was running out of ammo in this playthrough was because I was not going out of my way to get pickups because we're recording. And I don't want to waste people's time while they're watching, you know. But if you're smart with how you play, not that I'm trying to assault anyone's intelligence or whatever, but just think about what you're doing, I guess, before you just go, you know, firing willy-nilly at stuff, and it doesn't become much of a problem. The beam ammo expansions really help with that.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of, like, the new items, I I love the beams, especially. Dark and light being opposed is one of my favorite tropes in general in media, and I think it's done really well here. The gravity boost is kind of just the gravity suit without the rest of the suit change, I guess.
Yeah.
Seeker missiles, like, whatever. As we saw in the playthrough, there's a few points where the Seekers don't lock on properly, but otherwise it's fine. And I think they mostly fixed it when they brought the Seeker missiles back for Prime 3. So good on them for that. And this was the first time I think we got the screw attack in 3D, and I think it was done really well. I can't talk enough about this game. It's just so good. There is the 100% ending that we got at the end of the credits. So do we want to stick around for that, or do we want to just let things run on from here?
I guess we'll see.
I think we're actually pretty close to the ending, so maybe we should just, we'll just let it play from here then.
To sum up, Nintendo has a history of dark and light opposing themes in video games. I mean, look at A Link to the Past, etc. But this is one of my favourites, if not my actual favourite.
And the endgame time of 5 hours and 28 minutes is definitely not accurate to the real time.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get on to the 100% ending. Uh-oh, the phazon's not gone. Very ominous to lead into Prime 3. But I think that's all for us, Tom.
Indeed. So, I've been NTom64.
And I've been Sparanda.
And we'll see you next time for another HSC playthrough, and I would say 2027 for Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Bye for now.